Yo, so I decided to do an NFL take instead of waiting in the morning because why would I do that when I could just do it now? So, if y'all saw in the last video, um, I decided to do a song of the day. I did it at the end of the video, so if you didn't go all the way to the end, I guess you wouldn't know until now. But, yeah. I guess since it's still Monday night, it'd still be Daisies, but I really like MGK's Cliche. I don't know why. It's just pretty good. Enough with that. Starting off with Bills Dolphins, Thursday night football. Tua turned the ball over. He had one pick, 2 tutties, 146 yards. They were just not going to beat the Bills, especially with the Bills defense going crazy dumb. Josh Allen, 22 for 28, 213 yards, 3 touchdowns. James Cook did have a touchdown. Dalton Kincaid and Khalil Shakir both had touchdowns. Jackson Hawes with a touchdown. And what more can you ask for the Buffalo Bills? Next up, I'm not going to talk about this game much because I love Cincinnati, especially since my mom's an LSU fan, so I really liked Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow. And the other guy, whose name is Jadis. And battle of the backups. Jake Browning famously said 2 years ago, they're going to regret cutting me. I bet they did in the moment, but now, no. Biggest loss in Bengals history, 48-10. 19 for 27, 140 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. I think that brings his total up to 3 touchdowns and 6 interceptions. Not good. Carson Wentz had a pretty good outing. 14 for 20, 173, 2 touchdowns. His third-string quarterback got in and did pretty good. Jordan Mason, 16 carries for 116 yards, 2 tutties. Okay, Jordan Mason, do your thing. Jets had 75 yards, a touchdown for both TJ Hawkinson and Josh Oliver. I'm not going to talk about their defense either. Jaguars, who I thought the Texans had this in the back, but CJ Stroud, he needs help because I don't know what's happening. 25 for 38 to 104 yards. Most importantly, a loss to the Jags, 17-10. Only 3 guys were running the football the whole game. That being Nick Chubb. Shout out to him. I like Nick Chubb, even though he played for the Browns. Joe Quavius Marks. I'm not gonna say that. And then obviously CJ. Trevor Lawrence, 20 for 40, 50%, 222 yards though, and that had to have both have been 2 rushing touchdowns. Yeah, it was. Travis Etienne and Bashul Tutin. Okay. Travis had practically matched what his receiving yards all season with 21 on 1 reception. Defense, 4 tackles, 2 assists. Not too shabby. Colts start off 3-0, which I don't know whether I should be surprised or not. I thought this could have been Cam Ward's first win, and he went 23 for 38, 219 yards, both a touchdown and a pick. Tony Pollard had a rushing touchdown though, and Jonathan Taylor, 3 touchdowns. That's all you really need to know. Michael Pittman, I like him a lot. He had a touchdown. And yeah, Commanders just blow out the Raiders. Geno Smith had a good game. 19 for 29, 289 yards, 3 touchdowns. But Marcus Mariota leading the Commanders to a powerful win. I would have not expected that. It was definitely not on my bingo card. 3 different guys scored a rushing touchdown, including Marcus Mariota, Jeremy McNichols, and JCM. That 7th round guy, he's going to be great while Mr. Eckler is out, which I'm still mad because I had him on my fantasy. We could talk about the fact that the Rams blew a 26-7 lead. 6-7. I gotta stop. Anyway, the Rams were then down 27-26. They had the perfect opportunity to kick the game-winning field goal. For the second time in the game, it was blocked. The big man takes it back for a touchdown. That's every big man's dream. I'm just glad that we got to see it. Matt Stafford could have started off his season 3-0, but they lost 19 for 33, 196, 2 touchdowns, 1 pick. Jalen Hurts started throwing touchdowns again. He had 4 total touchdowns. Saquon was getting stopped. 18 carries, 46 yards. That don't sound like him. A.J. Brown, touchdown, 109 yards. His buddy Devonta had 8 receptions for 60 yards and a touchdown. Dallas, he had a touchdown. 33-26 victory for the Eagles. Panthers, I had them winning this game, but I just didn't expect Kirko chains to get in the game. Did they have a pick six? They did have a pick six, didn't they? Yeah, I was looking at the rushing stats, and it just didn't add up. I was like, oh yeah, I did see a pick six this game, and that was it. And then 3 extra points, and 3 extra points and 3 field goals for their kicker. 30-0 victory for your Panthers. Next up, the goated Steelers, they beat the Patriots 21-14. A-Rod, 16 for 23, 139 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 pick. Kenneth Gainwell had a touchdown as well. But Calvin Austin, he's going to be, I hope he's heavily involved with the Steelers offense for the next few years. He has the potential to be great. DK had a touchdown. Drake May, 28 for 37, 268, 2-1. Both touchdowns went to Hunter Henry, and they just couldn't get it done. The Browns had the most shocking win of Jordan Love, 18 for 25, 183 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 pick. It was crazy to watch this game. It was like saying, who's going to have a better game? Micah or Miles? And Micah only had 2 tackles this game. I know that defense sold me for the Packers for one of my fantasy leagues. But, hey, it could have been worse. Myles Garrett had 6 total tackles. 13-10, the Browns getting their first one of the season. I was watching this game live, the Bucks and the Jets. Whenever the Bucks were lining up to take that field goal and it was blocked, took it back to the house. They were outscored 21-6, but hey, they still picked up the win. It was 23-6 going into that fourth. It was crazy. Tyrod threw both of his touchdowns in that fourth quarter. Baker only had one touchdown. That was to Mike Evans early in the second quarter. Emeka Egbuka had clutch catches going toward the end of the game. I just realized their kicker was out a lot of the time. Insane. They had a pick six though, which is pretty exciting. Final score 29-27. The Chargers beat the Broncos after the Broncos were saying, "Oh yeah, we're gonna beat the Chargers." They started off 3-0 for the first time in a hot minute, and shout out Justin Herbert, another 300-yard game. Najee Harris, though, is out for the rest of the season with a torn Achilles. Speaking about stuff tearing, the 49ers end up beating the Cardinals. Mac Jones looked great. Kyler Murray had a mid-game. Nick Bosa tore his ACL is also out for the rest of the season. I don't know what it is with these players getting constantly hurt, but it needs to stop. That's all I know. 15-16 loss for the Cardinals. The Seahawks beat the Saints 44-13. Sam Donald, 218 yards, 2 touchdowns. Drew Lock came into the game. Same thing with the rookie Tyler Shaw out of Louisville. 218 yards for Spencer Rattler. 1 touchdown. It was 38-6 to end off the first half. Bears beat the Cowboys, which I did have, in fact, the Bears winning 24-14 to end off the half. The Bears come back with a touchdown. Caleb Williams was looking pretty good out there. 298 yards, 4 tutties. 250 yards for Dak, 1 touchdown, 2 picks. Jim Milton, he's leading the Cowboys down, and then he throws a pick in the end zone. Pretty good game overall for the Bears, both sides at Citizens Field. Wrapping up the night game was the Chiefs and Giants. The Chiefs could have started off 0-4. I was rooting for it. It was pretty close to end off the first half at 9-6 in favor of the Chiefs. Then the Chiefs go out there, score a touchdown, 2 more field goals. Only the Giants had responded with a field goal to end the game off 22-9. Pat Mahomes, 224 yards, 1 touchdown. Kareem Hunt had a touchdown as well. Russ had 2 picks. Cam, he did have a touchdown. Scatterbo is a really exciting guy to see. I can't wait to see Jackson Dart get constant play time. That's going to be a nice duo. New York. Then the Ravens and Lions. I had the Lions winning by 1 score, and they actually did. 38-30. Jared Goff, 202 yards. Lamar Jackson, 288 yards. 1 touchdown for Jared Goff, while Lamar had 3. But he really didn't need to throw touchdowns when he had David Montgomery getting 151 yards on the field and 2 touchdowns. And Jahmyr Gibbs getting 2 touchdowns on 7 yards. Amon-Ra had the touchdown for my fantasy lovers. Derrick Henry threw the ball during this game and had 1 rushing touchdown. Mark Andrews with 2 touchdowns. And that ends off week 3 of NFL action. We get to see the Seahawks and Cardinals play Thursday night football, as well as Monday night football being reserved for the Jets and Dolphins. We also see the Bengals and Broncos play. So the Broncos are probably going to get their second win of the season, while the Bengals get their second loss. Who knows? If y'all enjoyed and watched till the end of this video, you should definitely try to subscribe. I don't really ask for it, but it does help me out. Next time you see me, I'm probably gonna be shaved, so who knows? Also, I forgot to mention this in the last video, but I really wanted to get my dog on camera. But my dog that lived with my grandma, Timmy, had sadly passed away during the weekend. So he will forever be missed. He was a great dog. Loved him to death. So now all we got is Bailey. Timmy is always going to be in my heart. My favorite dog out there. And he's in a better place now. Love him to death. I'll see y'all for the next game day video. Or it might just be something weird going on. I guess we'll find out. Stay tuned, boys and girls. Don't forget I forgot about y'all.